Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Adofo, ahwefo, your followers, your chia mo nyina me gidi se mo ho ye. Me nso me ho ye. As ye guso a ye study ya patriarchal religions, Abrahamic faith. Nenso biom ya ba ya betwaso. You know, as we say all the time, we are not here to disparage any faith. We are not here to mere any faith. They be and yes say ye gu esum bi ani masana they be yes say adia ye no eno na atwa ye ho ahia no yes say ye nhwehwe mu na ye hu nokure a ewom. That's what we are doing, flipping the other side of the coin. Let us see the reality of what we are doing. What you know, is it exactly what is there? Or they be bibi ankoye ewo. This is what we are doing. Nti nkyerɛkyerɛ no na yegusu a ye no. Ye discuss Abrahamic faith. Esomo a efi Abraham ase ebaaye. Baako mensa. Judaism yaka no wasem briefly yewie sesi ayo Christianity mu eno so akate say apart from video we akate say video menu na yewie afi na yakọ esomo a etwato a efi Abraham ase eba a eno na ye Islam. Yaka kire mu say all these religions, they are the same thing. Judaism gave birth to Christianity, Christianity gave birth to Islam. Omo nyina omo ya dekro. But at one point in time, omo try say omo be omo te say omo ya different because a game bi agro bi na amanfo edi. Your last video no ye ma wote ase say Yesu Kristo ana Jesus the Christ ana sa figure no ba ye no ewo Christianity mu nea obeyeye ana the way a Christians ehunu eni nedwuma soronko na the way a Islam ehunu soronko ye ka Christopher there. The main purpose of the coming of Christ according to Christianity is that oba se obewu agiyen agiyen kwa obewu na wa pepa ye boni. This is in Christianity. And then Osaya divine incarnate. Osaya divine incarnate. This is what Christ is according to Christianity. But in Islam, no. In Islam, it's not like that. In Islam, it's a different thing. In Islam, it's different thing altogether. And I say, in Islam, he is nothing except only Rasul, a prophet or a prophet pet. Or a sumani or beka yamiasem or ya apostle. And I quote verse no. And I actually verse no mu say Islamically Jesus the Christ divinity aspect no na esum no chromosome eboguye ba akatu aspect chromosome aja to ho. It is in the previous video. If you want to go back to check it, you go and check it and you see. And then yeah baby because the other day na me can say ninchire any nedwuma a obedi was so according to Islam no no na ye be discussing what two Quranic verse mu. Now yet to me discuss verse na ba kope. We are able to talk about only one of the verses. Today we are completing the remaining two verses in the Quran. And both of these verses it's some kind of way, it's banger. So this video is a completion and is a remaining effort the way a chromosome Islamic religion sees a Juma and Jumedia Jesus the Christ and as a figure na question mark edano sono eba be wo asasi so. Now verse edika Rebecca ho asem Quran chapter number 3. Quran chapter number 3 has appeared in Yekasemu Bebre because Quran chapter number 3 has all these stories and all this Jew thing, Christianity and all that. Quran number 3, chapter number 3 is one of the chapters or this religion, Christianity, Judaism, and in for Quran chapter 1. In fact, Quran chapter number 3, maybe Arabic Ali Imran. Ali Imran, the word Ali is family. And Imran is Amram, the family of Amram, which means Quran is trying to say that Jesus and Mary family busua ntina ya temi sa sura no as Ali Imran and Amram in English ne busua no. Now, in the Quran chapter number 3 verse 48 and 49 emuna yeba beka one of ejuma Yesu Kristo eba beya according to Islamic religion. According to Islamic religion, Yama Christopher there, with Christians, we know how they understand and how they see the work of Jesus. Yes, but with Muslims, it difference kakra ewum, but then yet still they are almost the same thing. Now, out of what Quran chapter number 3 verse 48, you know, after say before 47 the angel spoke to Mary and told Mary what that child is gonna be. So in 48 the angel continued to tell Mary or Mary near Yesu beye. Now this is the thing. One, or see where you alimuhul kitab. Ena or see akwalana ye dibe mau u Mary no. Obwa nyame ana Allah you alimuhul kitab. Obe chire no nguma al kitab. Obe chire no nimdie nguma u nimdie. Where you alimuhul kitab. Obe chire no nguma u nimdie. Maybe nguma here al kitab here is your friend is saying Al-Kitab here could be Old Testament book, no? No, Old Testament book, maybe. While Alimul Kitab, or Betchran Wuma, or Beman Wuma, Enimie, Wali Hikmata. Now, some manu wisdom, Wali Hikmata, while you Alimul Kitab, you teach him the book, Wali Hikmata, and also teach him wisdom, or wisdom will be given to him, what Taurata, you also teach him the Torah. Now, mentioning Torah here means that book na verse ni di kan no enye Torah. It's a different book altogether. It's a different book. Now, we are about to know ebi ye be hwehwe book ben e na Quran ye ka say ye be kire no apart from Torah. You see what Torah, Torah ni a Torah. Arabic name for Torah, which is Old Testament, is Taurat. Obe kire no Taurat, obe kire no Torah, the Old Testament. Wali Injil. Now I search the New Testament. And therefore, this is another banger. The problem is, Injil means gospel. Injil means gospel. Injil nasi say a gospel. The gospel is seen to be the New Testament. Gospel no a New Testament. And no Injil no. New Testament yinso ye compile no after Yesu ni wo, after the figure Christ, after the wo, and ye compile Injil, the New Testament, the Gospels. Now the question is, if the Quranic verse is saying that Allah be teach Jesus book hunim die, now I search no wisdom. Now I search no Taurat. Taurat no de wo hodada e Old Testament yet ase e wo hodada. Allah be manu Taurat nim dia yet ase. Wal Injil no ye compile no after Yesu wu ye. Nti Injil be na Allah e kire no e wo sa verse wo mu. Don't you think it's a question? It's $1 million question, because as a time verse we e kasa no, and as a time Yesu, the figure Yesu Christo ba no, na Injil ni ho, na yenya compile gospels ne. Nti gospel ni nyahi na Allah e ka was a verse wo mu say obekire no. This is $1 million question. Don't you think so? So I say obekire the Old Testament, now I the New Testament. Now the New Testament was compiled after new he's not here, after Waira, after Wewu, after we don't know what happened, whether he's dead or he's what, or we don't know, whether Waira or we don't know. But then this is the thing, on new and sana you compile New Testament. And the New Testament ben and a verse way Quran chapter number 3 verse 48 say or bet children Gospels, because by then the Gospels were not compiled. So it's a question. So maybe someone should ask his malam, someone should ask his sheikh or whatever. And also bet children one in G and we verse 48 now 49 was see what Rasulen and Jesus the Christ, the figure Jesus the Christ, onye obia Rasulan or apostle or sumani Rasulan is apostle, is a prophet ila bani Israel. Ya sumano edia ko banu Israel. Israel for ho. Yesumano di ko Israel for ho. Yesumano ma Israel mai. Ena okọ ye no nia waka kire omunie o si ani kodiji tukum bi ayatin o si me ani nukra mi se mo se me kodiji tukum bi ayatin midin senchirani abremu kodiji tukum bi ayatin midin senchirani abremu. This is Quran chapter number 3 verse 48. I brought you signs, I brought you miracles, I brought you wonders. Midin sanchirani Abrahamu min rabbikum efi munyankopon from your Lord. I brought you signs and wonders from your Lord. Midin sanchirani Abrahamu from munyankopon. Na emun sanchirani ni ebinie ani nukra mi simu se me ahuluku mi bo. This is the point. Ahuluku mi bo. Ahluku, I create. Ahluku, I create. Ahluku, mebo, I create. Minatini. Ahluku lakum. I create for you, minatini, from a clay. I create from a clay a toy, a bed. Kahai ati toy, like a bed. I use clay to create a bed. In Sanctuary, I made the buy and a movie say, make the ateche at the bo at the yet anoma miwia na ma ye den fa anfu fihi ruha fa anfu fihi na me mahu humi edi egu ateche clean na me de aye bed no ana anoma shape no na mehu humie edi egu mu fayakunu toiran na aye toiran na aye anoma nkasa na clay no adane anoma na clay na adane anoma nkasa fayakunu toiran bi iznillah ewo Allah ni tumimu. Here I want to explain something. There's a serious problem here based on Islamic religion. This verse is a problematic according to Islamic teachers. Verse way a problem at the Islamic teachings. Now listen. The word khalaqa, to create, our Islamic theology munu, the word khalaqa means to create. Now technically or theologically, ana Islamic in chira munu obi biara ni wa wo tumi a wo create eje Allah pe. Obi biara ni tumi a wo create eje Allah pe. Now in the case of Jesus Christ, it was a verse we mu na Quran ka say Jesus Christ creator. Does it mean say Jesus Christ participating in creation any nyame ana? Point number 1. Point number 2. Ewo chromosome nchire munu nipa obo ade ana nyame ana Allah or the ateche and or the born nipa ateche na or the born nipa no or the ateche no do born nipa no or ye start channel si ho and na who ni humie e de agu nipa mu. That is Islamic teachings. That is how God created human. Ateche clay, according to Islam, it was clay and anyami ye no nipa shape. O wie na nyami hu ni humie wo Quran mu. Ya beka we no nyina so where you get there. And o hu ni humie de gu clay na wa ye no nipa start channel. Ena ohumi gu mu no ena aye nipa Adam nana, the first man, as religion would like to say Adam the first man. Sa na nyame born nipa. Now in some verse we mu no Yesu Christo and Jesus the Christ is said to create. Now Islamically nyame pe ena o create with the word khalaqa, to create. But ahanu yesi Yesu Kristo nso wa ya khalaka wa create nti se wa create a doesn't mean say oni nyame a participate e wo creation mu ana. This is another question ebio or say me create. That is why offer one of the finest Quranic exegesis book near Abdullah Yusuf Ali odu word create akhulukunu odu one when you see creation and when you see I made from a clay a bed. One who said Abdullah Yusuf Ali noticed that there's a problem there, because when you see where the creation now ababa ko say Yesu Jesus the Christ any Allah ewo Islamic nchirechire mu no omubo ade nti omume enu ye nyame no we ye nyame na wensu ye nyame. I hope you get the point. This is in Quran. Nti odu hono Abdullah Yusuf Ali odu hono, that is what he did. Or say made, I made instead of I create. Or say I made. So but the word akhluku is not I made, it's I create. Khalaqa is creation. So Jesus create, Allah create. So that means participating in creation. Participating in creation. So I say one of the Juma or Yenie or create akhluku. I create a bed in a shape of with clay. I use clay to create the shape of a bed, and then I blew in it. That is the same process Allah used to create human in the Quran. According to Islam, sana Allah born nipa. Or born nipa that way. Or yeah, nipa clay too. Or we yen pet and a who and a nipa. So what is the difference? In Hausa they say when neighbor. Look at the Ninaya the crow. Look at the. So that is what Jesus did. Allah is a creator. Jesus is also a creator, according to this verse. This is Abrahamic faith for you. This is patriarchal religion for you. So he says that is what I do. And he said this in Allah open yami to me. Wa unabbiukum bima taquluna wa ma tadakhiruna fi buyutikum. And he says, and one of the things I do, or one of the signs and wonders I brought to you. This is Jesus speaking. Jesus the Christ, that shadow figure we are talking about. Question mark one who be brain on na Quran no kana asem no se o ka kire omo Quran no se ne amesaya bi omu ne se me wa akbirukum me ka kire mu mata kuluna minni ho e na mudidi e ba me ka kire mu nyina ne amodi. This is one of the signs. Maybe the food is some kind of special one. I will tell you the food you ate, though I'm not there. Ni awudi indra, ni awedi indre chen na sifo. I will tell you all those food, what you eat. Wamata dakhiruna fi buyutikum, and what you keep in your house. Adunyama amudisiye wo mfie, and also na makatre mo. Inna fi dhalika la ayatan lakum in kuntum mu'minin. And I'll say this is a sign from my Lord to you. Semuye mu'minin, semuye jidiefuwa. This is the point. So, according to Islam, this is some of the works Jesus Christ came to do. The same point, this point is in Quran chapter number 3, verse 48, 49. Now, the same point has been emphasized again in Quran, Surah Al-Ma'idah. table spread, Surah Al-Ma'idah, or the dining table. The point has also been emphasized there. The same thing as you hoba no Allah na kasa, Allah na kasa atemuada ena Allah kasa ena Allah ebisa say is called Allah. Kaibra, remember or mention when Allah said, Ya Isa, oh you Isa or Esau or Jesus Ibn Maryam, the son of Mary. Udhkur nimati alayk. Remember my favors upon you, kai min shira mayamau wala walidatika. Any min shira nswa matwegu umame eso. Inni ayatuka biruhul qudus. Mede hun kronkron de ashawma. I've supported you with Holy Spirit, Ruhul Qudus. So the word Holy Spirit is in the Quran. When we are telling you guys that Islam and Christianity is the same thing, you think we are joking. You think we are joking. The word Ruhul Qudus, Holy Spirit, it is only in Christendom. It is only Christians that have the idea of Holy Spirit as at the time when Prophet Muhammad was receiving revelation from God. As at time na Muhammad or receive Prophet Muhammad or receive revelation efi nyame ho Quran eba no ho. Na Christopher pe and omo the concept of Ruhul Qudus, Holy Spirit. Arab for nima ade bia ye friend Holy Spirit. Prophet Muhammad in Nkrofo, Arab for omo nim bibia ye friend Holy Spirit. They have ideas about spirit, but they don't know what they call Holy Spirit. They know their spirit, but as the spirit is holy, or the spirit is not holy, or the spirit is pure, or is impure, they don't know it. So the word Ruhul Qudus, which is translated as Holy Spirit, it is coming from Christianity. So it is goods. Islam is part of goods that has been transported from Christianity to Islam. Agbenya. That is the point. And one know, asa ya transporting goods no fi Christianity mu. And the other about gramosumu mu. O say Ruhul Qudus ma support you. Me di hun kronkron de ahya ma. Jesus Christ me di hun kronkron de ahya ma. This is what Allah is telling Jesus Christ in the book in Quran. Tukallimu nasa fil mahdi. Nkronkron ni sankyerene a eye ni ebinie o kasa kyerɛ anasa amanfo ewo won kwala bremu. This is one of the miracles in the Quran. When you go to this debate between Christians and Muslims, no mu debate, no mu ye mu dede ya, you hear the Muslims saying, some of the miracles of the Jesus Christ are in the Quran and they are not in the Bible. When they say that, this is one of them. Omukasa when emu baako ni say o kasa ye ewo ne nkwala bremu tukalimu nasa filimadi o kasa kyerɛ amanfo al-mahdi eye akwala ye kitano onumufuo still oye baby nye. According to Quran, Jesus the Christ, the shadow figure na question mark won so bebre no wakasa tam na owo ni cradle mu oye akwala ye kitano like as a baby. He spoke tukalimu nasa wa uni ukasa kyerɛ amanfo na oye filimadi na oye akwala and then and I cause to ask wakelen animra wenyi ubeye penny. So you spoke to people when you were a child, when you were a baby, you were speaking to people, and that miracle has been confirmed in Quran. What baby? You starting to study religious characters now. You be kwa visit some miracle. O kasa yo nkwalabrem. Well, if it is a magic, nkwalabrem kasa de. It could be magic. If it is miracle, fine. From where you are standing, it's a miracle. It makes sense. But wakalan any umpeni bremu. When babies speak, like when they speak properly, we have what we call baby language. Put that one aside. But in this point, it's not baby language that the verse is referring to. Quranic verse is referring to. No. It is referring to a speech, proper speech. So when babies do that, it's a magic or it's a miracle. Fine. But when they become adult and they speak, it's not a news. Mbenifo kasa. So wakelen, and the verse emphasizes that you spoke in your childhood as a baby, wakelen, and when you became adult, you spoke to people as well. Adults speak. So the other part of the verse saying you spoke to adults, like that part, it doesn't hold anything. The only part that makes sense is where you are a baby. But when you adults speak, like this is Abrahamic faith for you. This is Abrahamic faith for you. That is why when you start to think, when your brain starts to work, you will start to have problem with Abrahamic faith. Honestly, why doing the whole only Abrahamic faith? Mubena asem. Why doing the whole only a sumwa efi Abraham say banu nyabanya asem, because when you analyze some of the things, enkoye. So this is it. Wasi wakasa ni kwala bremu eni ni mpeni bromu. Wa idh allamtuka alkitaba. Wa repeat the same point. Ewa Quran chapter number 3 verse 48-49. Ena eba hanu. Wasi ena ma wa is allamtuka alkitaba. Afe Allah na eka chire Yesu Kristo. Ewa temu adamu. This is what this thing is, a quotation that Allah will say this to Jesus on the day of resurrection. Judgment day. Allah bekatre Yesu sasem we. Or say nakai tama allamtuka alkitab. I taught you the book, just like the other verse. When hikmata, I taught you again wisdom. Mima wisdom. What Taurata. And a masachra Torah and Taurat, the Old Testament. When Injil and the Gospel, the New Testament. Again, another problem. The New Testament, the Gospel, has been compiled after Jesus is gone. And Quran is still saying this New Testament has been taught. Like Yachire Jesus was taught New Testament. How? Some renuna New Testament, Injil nuna eniho. Nti ana Injil ni emenu, ebia emenu, New Testament ni emenu. Baku ewo hodada answer na we buy. You see, now you understand that it is picked. The idea is picked from there to here. That is all. Injil, because Injil na enyambaye. Injil ni nyambaye. The New Testament in nyambaye. But Quran kept on repeating, said, Yachiro nyansa, Yachiro nimdie, Yachiro huma, Yachiro Torah. Like Yachiro Torah, the Old Testament, well, Injil and the New Testament. New Testament, ye compile here. New Testament, is said to be the teachings of the Christ. Ebani saying na omwani teachings, yes, actually no be. Okay, yeah, the actually no any ama. Maybe. That is the point. So when Injil, so the Injil as a gospel, as a book, was not there when the figure of Jesus Christ was there. But yet, this is what the verse is saying. So you see, we are telling you this so that you can see how this faith are related. Omuni no mu ya de kro. Omu ya de kro. O say wa chira no Injil that wa is takhluqu min at-tin. Then the point of creating a bed out of a clay has been emphasized again. But so say kai is takhluqu. Where the answer is takhluqu, u create ubo. This is said to be said, say Allah ene kasa kire Yesu watemuada Allah nkasa na yeso onu nko ana obo ade no o confirm wo Quran mu say Yesu nso abo ade nti omume no omo ade so there are some kind of nyameketwa and nyamekese. Now look at the idea. Let me tell you this. When you go through the Quran, the divination of Jesus the Christ, Muslims want to tell us that Jesus is not God incarnate or nyanyame, but in the Quran, when you put some of the verses together, it's like Quran is confirming the divination of Jesus Christ. Because the word khalaka in Islamic theology, nyame pe na oye khalaka. That word alone, onu pe na oye khalaka, onu pe na o create. No any other person that will create. In fact, when you kremoni now who believe say there's any other person or there's any other thing that can create something. Nyanyame, unye kremo papa. na usa utaka na unnim na kobo hu musuo na utaka sa asem na nkramofo chiwa yebabo. The least that will happen to you is you will be lashed because you are not a good Muslim. Nyame pe na obo ade our Islamic religion. Nyame pe na obo ade. But here is the case. Quran is confirming khalaqa is khalaqa. Every creation is creation. Creation is creation. And the Quran is confirming say is takhluqu kaimra na ubo. You create minatini from clay kahayati tay. You shape a clay. Who the clay the shape anoma shape. Be idni ewo mimi tumimu. Ewo mimi timu. That means Allah gave him the power. That is what the verse is saying. Be easy. Fatanfukhu fihi. Now then you blew air into it. Fatakunu toiran be idnillah. Na clay no awaya no anoma shape no. Na wadane anoma ewo nyami mi mitumimu ewo mi mitumimu. Watubiru la akmaha. Ena osa akwatafo yare wala abrasa. Sounds osa akwatafo yare. Ena osa asa enifrafo yare. This is some of his miracles. Ninyina amena me be easy ewo mitumimu. Wa is tukhrijul mauta. Sounds na unyani owufuo. This is the miracles, the table spread. This is the one of the miracles of Jesus Christ, one of the verses, the tables of Quran, Surah Al-Ma'idah. Or see what unyani owufuo wa idh kafaftu bani Israel anka. And I can who say mbrana Israelfo ombabe kun when the children of Israel came to harm you, kafaftu, I protect you against them. So according to Quran, Allah protect Jesus from being harmed by the children of Israel. This is the issue. So in this verse, or the two verses, the one in Quran chapter 3 and this one in Surah Al-Ma'idah, we've seen it clearly that Jesus came to do some work, and this work has been emphasized here. But the problem is he has been given the power to create. Khalaqa. The word khalaqa. The word khalaqa in Islamic term in the Quran, it is only nyame ono no ye khalaqa ono no obo ade. But here is Jesus according to the Quran. You see obo ade. This is Abrahamic faith for you. So when we tell you those things are the same, you think we are joking. We are not joking, bro. We are not joking. So this is some of his works, and this is some of the things he did. This shadow figure, nim na wofo eda aye wo no baby aye wo no ne nyina aye nim ho hwe and history mo. This is what it is, and this is what Quran is saying about it. So it is ideology copied from somewhere and brought to here. Abrahamic faith the core. Judaism, Christianity, Islam, the core. Open your eyes and you see. We are telling you that, hey, there is no cause for alarm. What you are doing is the same thing. It's not different. Christian is not different from Muslim. Muslim is not different from Christian. The core. And I'm to say, penny ne kakra. Alasan nefuseni. Islam and Christianity, it is the same thing. Don't think when you leave one to the other, why you be one you are in the same circle. So this is the last part of the teachings of what Jesus came to do that we have for you. The next thing coming your way is going to be the death of Christ from Christianity and Islam. I say to you until we meet again, I love you all. Bye-bye.